Hello everybody, welcome to the Wednesday night live sketch. My name is Frank Summers. Yes, we are doing it at night, despite the fact that the card says lunch. I decided to skip lunch today, had too much work to do, and so I decided to push up my live stream off to tonight. So thank you very much for joining me. Tonight I'm going to be doing, I'm going to continue the Chrono Trigger trend. I actually started playing it on it's actually a DS cart. I thought it was for the 3DS, but it's older than I thought it was. So I picked it up and I've been playing that on my commute into work every day, and I'm having a real lot of fun with it. There's like some new localization, which is really fun for me. I've played it a million times back in the day on the Super Nintendo. So there's some new things that are that's always kind of fun. Like they call Magus the Fiend Lord quite a bit, and there's a whole section in the End of Time period that I don't quite recall where you can battle monsters from different time periods. I don't remember that part. It's been about maybe 15 years since the last time I played it. Anyway, let me just check my audio really quickly. Let's do it quick. Sounds good. Audio sounds great. Why don't we jump into Photoshop? And so I have my reference up here. And, you know, I also, one of the things I forgot about the game is that you get magic. And I totally forgot the characters have magic. So I wanted to, I don't know how I forgot that. I just did. I forgot that they used like fire and casted spells. So they recently just did that in my playthrough. So I thought it'd be fun to draw Lucca doing her casting some fire. So why don't we start off with a quick gestural thing going on here. We'll have her planting her, she'll be in a 3/4, and her hand will be kind of shooting out, you know, some fireball coming out over here. And in this stage of the game, we're working very rough and loose, and we're just plotting in our character, seeing where she should fit. I want this leg to be pretty solid. There's a lot of weight on it, so this can probably be straight. And, you know, maybe this have a little bit of a curve to it. And here's our hips. Generally, I feel like it's a good idea to always have hips moving in opposition of each other. But I think for this pose, I'm going to keep them almost parallel to each other, but there will be, so she's kind of like thrusting her torso out and rolling her pelvis underneath. So there's this shape going on. So let's just keep working roughly. I want the two finger attack going on here, right? And I want her hammer. I like that she has a hammer. So the hammer will be right here. Whoops. Hello. Hammer, something like this, a fist, and again we're working roughly so that we can change things as we work. I can tell already this leg needs to be kicked out a little bit more like this, and that is why we're working roughly. So let's just erase that. Let's get rid of this. And her head can be something like this on that angle. You know, still 3/4 head. So this head will be 3/4 right. The body would be 3/4 left. So that could be kind of interesting. And this is a nice straight going into a nice curve. This is kind of a curvy thing against another straight. So we're just playing our straights and curves against each other to help create some interest. One of the things I forgot to do, that the live sketch is for 25 minutes. That's what we try to do. So I'm going to set my timer. Go over here and hit play or whatever. All right, our timer is going to 10. So let's see how far we can get in 25 minutes. And let's see if we can just plot where some of the major things are. So like we have her bag will be right here someplace, belt, and like this bag will be right here. And her tunic, I don't know if it's a tunic is a good word for it, but it'll be hanging around here someplace. She's got some tights. And the tunic continues up. Like a short sleeve. The shoulders are like short. You know, that kind of thing. And then she's got some baggy stuff going on here, right? Right? And now the next thing I think I'd like to just think about is sort of the angle of the head, and that's going to be this deal. Okay, so I feel like this is a pretty solidly plotted in shape. So what we can start to do is obviously move into refining it, actually getting some sort of, let's build it out a little bit. Make my brush a little darker. And let's just see what we can pull out here. So I'm going to be referencing her. I don't know how close I'll be sticking to some of that, but I think what I want to do is I'm going to call this thumb. I'm going to make a new layer. I'm going to pull the opacity down on my gestural stuff. And we're going to call this roughs. And I'm going to work right on top of this. There, that way I still have my reference underneath. And let's really just kind of start thinking about our shapes. Head is definitely kind of more oval, which is accentuated by her hat or her helmet, however you want to call that. I'm going to go slightly off model here. Build this out. There's some bulk here where the earpiece is. And then we have this type of thing going on. So let's get some construction in there. I want her hair blowing. She's got that little part. So let's try and maintain the part, that graphical, this negative space there. Let's find the center line of her head. Our eye line, and again, there's some tilt going on. Straight down into the neck, around here someplace. And she has the mouthpiece right around here. And we'll just, for now, get that in like that. Her glasses are kind of circular and large. We can get them in. Her nose is understated. And I'm going to give her just the wry smile there, that she's toasting somebody. Great. Look at my icon. It's from Final Fantasy IX. Can you draw a genderless Q? That's from Final Fantasy IX? I mean, oh man, I haven't played Final Fantasy IX in forever. You know, it's funny. You thanks for hanging out with me, buddy. I mean, I played Final Fantasy IX when that came out on the PS2, right? And I remember being really excited for it because it was the throwback to the originals. And her antenna's in the wrong place. And it's got like this oval. And I did like it. I like the I did enjoy it. I remember really getting into it. And let's make sure we keep this space right there, because that's kind of one of the important defining. I'm gonna alter her design a little bit in the eyes. Because I want to. Okay, let's keep moving along. Now she's got the scarf. The knot is around here someplace. And we can kind of simplify some of this for the sake of time. Keep nice shapes though. I'll see how far I can get with this in terms of cleanup tonight. Let's build this out a bit more. Let's build this piece out right here. Oh, my eraser got carried away. Hold on. Make that a little smaller. Yeah. the trunk in there. There's some stretching going on here. So let's look at the proportions here. So if our shoulder is here, about halfway down is our elbow, around there someplace. Our wrist will be around here. And let's just kind of build that out a little bit. Could be blowing in the wind, so we have a little bit of forearm showing there. And let's construct the hand. I want the two-finger attack here. Let's take the sleeve and pull it down a bit more. Hey, Ted Belcher, thank man, I appreciate it. Thank you for your compliment. Drop in whenever you can. Now her nose is understated, but I want to push it a bit more, I think. I wonder how much more I can push the eyes, and maybe I can. So let's get back to here. Some things are not settling with me. I want to push some of the design a bit more. So I want to rotate this slightly more up to give myself a bit more space. Because I want to make those glasses bigger. We're going to keep the eye line where it is. Here's our center line. I'm going to make these glasses bigger. And now we can get that hair back in again. I want it blowing. So we're going to lose some of it. And I just needed to make a little bit of space there. Great. Okay, let's continue on. This can come down here someplace. And let's construct the hand. And get our mallet. I love that she has a mallet. So it's got a little bit of shape going on here. We'll get back to that. Let's find where her belt is. It's thicker than what I thought it was originally. So the scarf here is probably a bit bigger than what it should be. You can probably pull it back. We can just have that like that. Save here. This is probably not quite as long, so let's find her. Here's her pelvis going down into her knee block. And down to the foot. She's got some boots and some socks. Just lay it a little straighter. Point to your feet. All right. Let's take a look at this hand again. Let's revisit the hand. Give a save. So let's build this out. Let's get a better look. Let's pull our thumbs out. And let's get a better look here. I think the shoulder here. This whole area here needs a little bit of fine tuning. So this looks okay. This shoulder dropping down here. Let's start seeing what we can do here. So this might be slightly long. Let's take a look. All right. Together, let's check our time here. We've got 10 minutes left. So what can we do in 10 minutes to try and pull this drawing in a bit more? Well, for one, I'm still not very happy with this hand. So take a look. Oh, no Google. It did not say search. Okay, so let's conceptualize this a little bit here. This is our palm, and here's our wrist. Okay. Here's the two fingers. And then our thumb. Here's our thumb pad. I feel like I'm still not nailing this the way I want to. Let's return to it. Let's push our helmet a bit more. And so we can give a little bit of thickness here. And it's almost kind of got some odd variances because it's a piece of wood. However, this should be pretty straight. Something like that. I think what I'd like to do for the next 10 minutes, or maybe 9 minutes I have left. I have 7 minutes. I think what I'd like to do is try to go over this. Oops. Let's try and do a bit of a tie down. Or opacity down. And let's maybe pull the flow up on our brush, work a little thinner. Let me check my scale here. Her legs. You know what? Zoom out. I feel like this part here. Let's go back down to my roughs. Up. I think my stream is not doing amazing again. I had this problem last week. Don't quite understand what's going on. I used to have a very good stream when I would do my live sketch during the lunch. However, right now, stream's not looking so hot. Try a faster way to stream. Let's maybe go into my live. How do I go into my live streaming? Live control room. Let's take a peek. Live control room. Hey, it says my stream is okay. It's lower than my current bit rate. I don't know. Well, what I want to do is I'm going to keep on keeping on here. It says my stream is okay. I don't quite get what the deal is. I don't know. Oh, it's back. It's back, and you're looking at my YouTube settings. Well, I'm going to keep on getting on. So we'll go a little darker. We'll pull some tie down here, and we'll just start seeing what we can. I'm going to go a little darker, actually. And this will start really trying to find these shapes a bit better. What's going on with the antenna? All right, so we can build out a little piece. Okay, let's see if we can figure out what's going on with the mouthpiece here. So this is subdivided. very soft. This part is very soft. It's getting tight in this area right here. There's a lot of information in this area. A little busy. Let's pull the cheek up a little bit. Let's nudge the knot here a bit. Bring it up a bit. Oh, it's my timer. So I'm going to just keep going until I finished out this. Think about maybe putting some loose color in. We'll see. Mahina Bell. I really like her pose. Thank you very much. Appreciate that. Yeah, I was thinking of maybe just adding some color in. We'll see. So her strap probably should come a little higher up here if it's inserting her underneath of the her handkerchief, whatever you want to call this thing. So let's have it coming from up there a little bit. Maybe play with the thickness there on the strap. So there's a weird tangent going on here that I need to fix. There's a lot of intersections are going on here in this space. I'm going to simplify that a little bit. Maybe. Pull that out. There's a longer belt buckle. So, running into an issue. This may have to go. Belt buckles here. Actually slightly off to the side. This is also going, this is wrapping more around laterally across her body. Oops. And this, probably going to get more of a profile on it. Yeah, so like this, let's rework this one more time. Send this to be a little more wrapping around her body. Something like that. Let's avoid the tangent here. Let's get back to this area here. Whoops. Craig Shen in my Picarto stream. Yes, I'm using Photoshop. No, I do not use Photoshop to animate. Excuse me. I am drawing this live in Photoshop now. I do not use Photoshop to animate. I use Toon Boom Harmony. I feel that Toon Boom has some pretty decent vector tools, as well as bitmap layers, which pretty closely mimic some Photoshop brushes. So that is my animation software of choice. If you head over to my YouTube channel, you'll see some examples of my Harmony work there. So what's going on here, hon? So these are a little more blunt. Let's kind of fix these edges up. And again, I kind of liked how this was clearly a piece of wood. So it's tapering. So it's nice to have this weird, like this, kind of like something organic against something more solid. You know, that's a nice fun play. This arm might be a little long. I think. Sorry, you lagged. Hi, sorry, I'm lagging. I'm not animating right now. Crash Gen, excuse me. I'm looking on my second monitor. It's a Surface Pro, so it's a little smaller. Crash Gen and might be Cartridge Stream asked me if I'm using this to animate. I am not doing animation tonight. This is just me doing some character design, some fun. I use Toon Boom Harmony to do my animation in. Let's maybe offset this, you know, so this point here is a little different than that point. You know, one thing I'm trying to work on more is my proportions. My wife was calling me out on some proportions I was doing earlier tonight, and I'm like, yep, she's right. She's right. So let's streamline this. And what's going on? Does she have? Yeah, she's got like. Build this out a little bit. Let's get the idea of a soul here. Oh, Crashing, you've seen me before. Thank you. Well, thank you for having seen me before. Let's zoom out a little bit. So let's get rid of the roughs here. Why don't we? What's going on here? What's this? Let me check my time here. I've already went over. I would like to put some color in. So there's a few things I'm not happy with here. So one, I don't think this piece of hair is doing me any favors. So I can do a few things here. I can fix my scarf, and let's get that shoulder back in. Let's get the hair and have it go behind. All right, I feel better about that. Let's get rid of the Toriyama lines there. We can push her pupils a little bigger. Not a big fan of this. Let's reconstruct this a little better. And I think she has some bolts, so let's get some bolts here. Bigger one here in the middle. And I don't want to overdo it. She's got this purple dome. There we go. A little better. Probably could have made it a little bigger. Let's make it bigger. So I think what we can do is I'm going to push this belt buckle also. Cheap. Let's see what we can do. Clean up a little bit. Get a little bigger, make it a little more prominent. And we can kind of get that. Random. Try and overlapping nature here of this sleeve, even though it's pretty tight. I don't want it to look like it's you know what I mean? Like that should be pretty tight. I think I'll have like the glass. I mean, let's see how they handle the glasses, or how he handles the glasses, I should say. Or they're clear, so he sees right through them. So, I mean, that tells me one of two things. I mean, side of her face could be behind the glasses here. So maybe I can push the cheek out just a smidge. And maybe just pull this down just a bit. Yeah. Maybe. I'll tell you what, so why don't we just start throwing some color into this really quickly. So let's save. Let me play with some of these watercolor brushes. I haven't used them in quite a while. There was a while I was using the natural edge painter. Let me see. That's pretty cool, man. Let's just see what we can do here. And so the problem is that it's not going to give me the value that I'm looking for. It's a cool effect, but I don't know. How about the texture stain? I don't know if I was to do this whole body. Like, does it give me the like it's kind of almost looking too bright when you look at the values between the two of them. If I was using like a normal brush, maybe I need to pull it down. It is kind of saturated. Try that brush again. Let's find that guy. Where'd he go? Natural edge painter. Deep. Yeah, I don't know. Whoops. Oh, wash ones. I goofed around with them in a while. Like Blair. Where's the Blair? Where are you? Blair. Blair 70? Yeah, it's nice. Let me see. This is all solid, right? Yeah, it's all solid. And going down here into our grab. Looks like a construction worker. I mean, I guess she does construct things, though. It's kind of what she does. I'm being a little loose here with this line. It's okay. This is like a olive green. it's the same color as this, which is a very good choice. Ties her together. The same. Yeah. It's like a purple. Yeah, these are fun. Let's get her skin tone. It's selecting very hot. It's kind of grabbing everything very. My Lucca is looking very Velma-ish. What I like about these brushes is that they're very forgiving. They have a very nice texture to them. They just work right. They're very easy to work with. See. I just realized I didn't do any of the fire. I'll whip something up when I'm finished with this. Oh, she has tights too. I think I could do the tights actually in color. The tights down here just to do it in color. I won't. Oh. Let's get it up there as high as I can. Let's clean this up a little bit. All right, so let's grab some gray. Let's find those tights. All right, sample the bag here. Oh, hello. Forgot to draw something there. more gray. Lucca's so punk rock. Yeah. I'll probably make her eyes go a little. Okay. The rest of her bag in there, right? I mean, geez. The trick for that is, let me think. And my pencil up to around 40 or 50. That's pretty good. All right. Let's continue, shall we? Layer 70. I almost feel like I should be playing music from Chrono Trigger. That would probably really kill my stream. So let's get some brown here. Oh, she's got some doodads I did not add in. I think I can get away with it. Doodads. Very technical term. Okay, I think I'm coming down to it. What's up, M. Surioth? Going, brah. Yeah, you made it just in time for all the fun and activities. That. And let's just find the midpoint of her boots here. Time is it? Oh boy, I went over. Yes. Yes, I saw your breadcrumb. I saw your breadcrumb. Will not hold your breath. All right, let's see what we can do here. Let's save. Fix this up a little bit. Fix these edges a little bit. All right, let's make another layer. Make that into a clipping mask. And a tone. And we'll just pull tones. See what we can come up with. And let's see if we can get that tone from the sleeve here. Ooh. See, the colors are not exactly they're not going to lay on top of each other. I sample them. Because the brush is just not meant to do that. Alrighty. Okay. Maybe we'll add a little bit of the white highlights that he likes to put in there. Yeah, just like this type of stuff. And let's grab that is too dark. I like it. Okay. Da-da-da. Our color layer. And we didn't put anything in for this. A little lighter. Much smaller and okay. Tone there. Let's get some tones in the bag. I'll push that into the distance a little bit. Alrighty, I think we have Lucca, a version of Lucca anyway. Let's put some flame here. Let's see what I can quickly rip up. Isn't totally ridiculous. A little bit of orange and yellow in there. And there we have it. There is Lucca from Chrono. Oh, I didn't even finish up her boots. Oy, oy, oy. Well, okay, I can't leave it, right? I can't not do it. So let's just see. Sample. Same thing with the socks here, whatever you want to call these. And let's even do the white. Okay. Save. Got it. Okay, now I feel a little better about this. I'm not a huge fan of the fire that's going on there, but maybe I'll go back to it later on, and I can address it a little bit later. You know, we'll see how it works. Thanks for joining me here, folks. I really appreciate it. If you stuck with me the whole time, I have half a beer here. I didn't even drink it. I'm so wrapped up in it. What you see in front of you, probably, I hope anyway, if my button worked, you'll see some links there. The red subscribe button to subscribe to me to keep up with all my shenanigans. You'll do the Wednesday. I try to do the Wednesday Lunch Live Sketch every week, every Wednesday, 12 noon, generally speaking. I also do a successful. I guess it's successful. I don't know why I said that. I have a line of Harmony tutorials. Please check those out. And I also have a whole bunch of other animation related things I post to my channel as well. So please take some time and look at those. Thanks for joining me again, folks. I'll put a link in the description to the final artwork. You can view it all to your heart's desire. Oh, let's also not forget, I'm on Twitter, Google+, Tumblr, and my old blogger. Those links are also in the description below. Please follow me there for more often, closely daily updates. Thanks, guys, and have a good one.